Hi, my name is Kenny. I'm a fourth year medical student. I had a left-sided ischemic stroke about 15 months ago, and I'm currently focusing on walking better without my cane, and I'm trying to reduce the length that I have walking without, again, that walking aid. So the focus right now is that, along with balance, one-legged balance, again, as part of that gait pattern, and pelvic stability, which also has an effect on the gait pattern, how well your back is able to bear the load. So doing this one-legged kind of kick out against a wall like this helps me kind of train part of that gait pattern as well, along with forcing my left leg to stay balanced. Even as I kick out every time and I move my leg back in that pattern, my left leg is forced to essentially try to balance itself out with each movement and make sure that I don't fall. So it's since the entire leg is involved, it loads the hip, which includes your like the muscles that work on the hip includes things like your quads, your hamstrings, even your lower back muscles, also called the erector spinae. They're all involved in keeping you stable, so that pelvic stability, along with increasing or working your thigh muscles. Those muscles also are reflected in the knee stability as well. So again, these include your quads, your hamstrings, and even some of the calf muscles are involved as well. And then one thing that you really don't see with a movement like this, but I feel is definitely the ankle involvement. So normally you don't have to actively think about, again, distributing your weight or balancing yourself. You'd be surprised how much ankle actually plays a role. As I'm doing this exercise, most of the stress actually comes not so much from, say, the strength of keeping myself up, but more so actually my ankle and it kind of making micro movements to help me keep my balance. So the ankle really is making kind of micro adjustments. So different muscles are contracting at different times to make sure that I am balanced, which is why you can probably see the muscles in my calves kind of more pronounced and activating as I do certain things. So the muscles that actually attach to your ankle or your foot are obviously all in your calf area, calf slash the front part of your lower leg. So they have to essentially contract and choose when to contract and not contract at different times, right? To again keep your balance. Even as I'm doing all this, the fatigue doesn't really come on the left, or surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, I guess, depending on how I look at it. The only muscles for me that are getting tired are really my right leg muscles, because I keep kind of doing a leg flexion motion, which is bringing my leg up and then having to go back with it. So the fatigue actually comes significantly from my right leg. The left leg feels almost no fatigue. It seems like it's just kind of focused on keep my body balanced and not falling over. While all the actual heavy muscle work is coming on my right leg because I'm doing this for a very long period of time. So all the stress and issues and anytime I'm taking a break is not because of my left leg being fatigued. It's actually dependent on my right leg, especially kind of the right hip flexors because I'm doing a lot of hip flexion obviously on this exercise. So the goal is eventually to be have my left leg so comfortable and coordinated that I'm actually able to do this exercise, but in reverse. So I'll be kicking out against the wall with the left leg, ideally at some point. Who knows when?